G'day everybody and welcome back to Baltic Sea. Now, I did record an episode last week, but things went awry, files got corrupted, you know what these things are like. So what happened in the last episode was I got to and finished clearing all these trees. The other thing that happened was I bought a seeder and I just bought this John Deere harvester with the header. So today's episode will be, well, first things first, let's jump into our gator. Let's pull ourselves out, start that up. Going to drop that there off. We're going to, after all that, let's get to and cultivate, I said cultivate, the rest of this this field here. I did find out that that selling wood or trees is just not worth it on this map. So from here on out, as per challenge rules, we don't have to do any more logging. We've done our 10 trees and then some interest. So from here on out with the challenge, it is purely and simply going to be contract work. Okay, contract work and okay. Clearly, there's some stumps in there that I've got to grind out. Okay, right. Yeah, so it's going to be contract work and selling crops from our own fields here. Alright, so I've also realised that I shouldn't, I'll just leave a bit of space there to keep the harvester and some other tools. Yeah, I did an episode on my other series last week, and it kind of went far too long. I think an hour is far too much, or near enough to an hour is far too much of an episode, so I am going to try and keep them a lot shorter than, well, going to try and keep them down to 20 minutes, half an hour. Sorry about this is making anyone seasick at all, but you know, got to be done. That tree is going to annoy me. You know what? Let's just jump out and get that happening. I'm not even going to bother selling this tree. I'll just pick it up and throw it over the neighbour's fence. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? You just, you know, throw it over a neighbour's fence and ignore it. There we go. So, yeah, I won't bother putting this in a time lapse. Basically, this episode is just going to be get this field ploughed, and then we'll put some seed in, and yeah, we'll see what happens after that, depending on time. I made a few faux pas last week, or when I tried to record last time. One of the things that I did was I bought seed for the seed drill, and I used the gator here to bring back the rest of the pallet, dumped it on the ground, and it left one big pile of seed there. So I thought, okay, I'll just get to and put a put some concrete there, and that should make it easy for us to see. And of course, I deleted the seed, didn't I? But hey, you learn from your mistakes. And as we know, no one makes more mistakes than what I have on this game. Now, also I know that that my videos are very rough around the edges. I hope that, well, I know that each episode that I do and each one that I put up, I am learning something each and every time. Especially when I go back and watch them once they're online and I realise, oops, editing software didn't do that very well, did it? I'm going to have to relearn how to do that, or this, that and the other thing. But you know, it's part of a big old learning process. Okay, so we've nearly got this done. As for what's going to go in the ground first, I think we're going to have to make it a cash crop. We're not going to be able to fertilise or anything like that. Purely and simply because we don't have any fertiliser. We could actually quickly get to and pay $5,000 off what we owe. And no, we won't worry about paying off any debt just yet. Fence there. Alright. What shall we do now? Oh, come on. Now what's happening? Okay. Let's get to and get rid of these stumps. Then we'll... stumps first, then put in the crop. Okay. Alrighty. Now I think I might stop talking while I do this one and just let you guys see what I'm doing. Excuse me. What's that? Okay, that's removed from that. Yeah, so I think it's time I stopped chatting while we get to and get this done. And one more. Okay, I don't think I've got any more to do. Just turn that off. Now I've got nothing to collect the wheat with, a straw swath with, so there's no point doing that. No. Let's just park that there. What crop? Most times you'd go with soybeans. Let's just see what's doing all right now. You know what? Just for a change of pace, let's go with, I believe that's oats that I was just looking at. Okay. Oh, it was canola. Alright, let's go with canola. Seems to be about as good a crop as anything else. So, lower the seeder. And I believe we just drive away. Yes, we do. Alright, so let's get this. Oh, bit of a speed wobble here. Actually, if I just do the seeding, I think that'll be an exceptionally small episode. Don't know what to do after that then. Could always skip the day and... Oh, it's about 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock game-wise, so I wouldn't even get a growth stage. Okay, there's always one stump I'm going to miss, isn't there? So this shouldn't take too long. I was expecting this to take a lot longer than what it is. As I said, this won't be a overly productive crop. More or less just getting something into our land here. Just do around this stump. There we go. Might have to come back and remove that. Otherwise I'm going to get the harvester caught on it, and then it's just going to annoy me. In fact, that bit of grass there is already starting to annoy me. It's very difficult when you're using a machine with something that, although it can do it, not exactly designed to take a seeder on the back. Or at least this seeder's not designed to go so quickly. Let's just get this bit here. You know what, I think I might just quickly get to and put this on a time lapse, and once it's done, and while I'm doing it actually, I'll get to and think about what else we'll get to and do this episode. I was kind of expecting this to take a lot longer than what it's going to. Mind you, I have already been chatting for about 13-14 minutes, so it's kind of hard to know where to call it. Don't want to do too much, because then the videos go too long. Don't want to do too little, because then we're not going to progress very far. It's really hard one to call, especially considering we've got something like 8, maybe 9 weeks left to go before FS 22 comes out, which is both exciting and scary all at the same time. I know I jumped on the bandwagon of this pretty late. I know the game was out for 3 years before I started playing, or better part of 2.5. So yeah, kind of, yeah, it's a great game. I love the game, actually, I really do. And I am loving this challenge. I have just downloaded the Kiwi farm. I know I said I'd do a time lapse, but just yakking on a bit. I've just downloaded the Kiwi farm. I'd love to be running a series on that as well. As you know, I'm doing Valley View, which I'm interpreting as an Australian map because it reminds me so much of where I live here. Yeah. Yeah. This really is, it does take corners very, or get up to speed very quickly. Gotta love the wheel spin on it too. Yeah, I think I really will just make this episode pretty short, or as long as it takes to seed this field. And then the next time that you guys will be in, this field will be ready to harvest. I'll probably off screen do a few contracts, that way we can raise some money here. After all, the idea is to buy the map. Yeah, look, I'm saying yes a lot today. It's alright though. Another stump that I'll have to get to and get out at some point. That is the downside to not doing predetermined fields and creating your own. You've got to try and remember where all the stumps were and take them out, hopefully without damaging your crop. Alright, so we are really close to finishing. Oh boy. Speed wobbles. So just had one of those quick gaps in the thought, in the brain process. I was going to be saying the length of my videos. Let me know. Do you want me to just do 10 to 20 minute videos? Do you prefer up to an hour sort of video? To be honest with you, I don't know if I'm doing things right or wrong. I seem to... Basically, I'm just looking to get viewers, and then I can get more opinions out of it and things like that. Alright, so after all that time of me yakking, I think that's where we're going to call this episode. I'll just get these few little bits here and there, so as we're maximising as much of this ground as what we possibly can. I know we're not getting absolutely everything, but got to do what you got to do. Literally just driven up the fence. But yeah, as you guys know, I do build my channel for you guys. I take on any and all suggestions. The only thing that I ever ask is if you're going to leave any comments, please be respectful. Understand that I am learning. Each 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 video is a learning adventure for me. So, yeah. Alright, well, there we have it. There's today's episode. Short and sweet, to the point, a bit like my wife. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Cheers.